Man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Check this out, man. This message is for anyone who is doing this or has done this, and it's also for anyone who's been the recipient of this, but with bad intentions. And that is thinking that you can actually cause people to like or love you simply because you giving them money or you giving them things and gifts and whatever. You can fool yourself into believing that when you are giving these things to people that they are hanging around you because they like you. They're not hanging around you because they like you. They are tolerating you. And they are tolerating you because you have shown that you are willing to provide them with resources that can make their life better. So you fall under this false perception that you have true friends based on the things that you're giving them. Now, this goes back to a few issues. It's rooted in a couple of things. For some people, they have never had acceptance. They've never had friends. They have certain insecurities, whether they be internal or whether they be physical insecurities, and that people have pointed out to them, things that people have talked about them, their appearance in some way, and it's made them feel less. And at some point, they discovered that, well, if I start giving him money, giving her money, being the financer of the party or whatever the case is, then people will befriend me. No, they just see you as a means to advance and get the things they want to get out of life. Um, Another way that is rooted in doesn't always have to do with being traumatized in some kind of way. It's just that sometimes you just discover this at an early age and you just ride with it. You could be 7 years old and gave a girl a piece of candy and she just started acting like she liked you after that. So you give her some candy every day. And then you realize, like, ding, wait a minute. This is all I have to do. Then it creates a pattern that may go on for a while, or some people it may go on for life. But the problem is that when you reach a point where your resources have exhausted themselves, where you no longer have the means to keep doing it, or you have that wake up moment where you just decide, I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm not gonna keep on just giving my money like that. You may wake up, then most of the time that's when these people disappear. Some of them even get mad at you because you are not supporting them like you used to. You are not the bailout like you used to. You are not the safety net. And you start to flash back in your mind that, you know what, the only time these people really mess with me is when it's something in it for them. Some people realize that and they continue to enable it because, again, they suffering from low self-esteem issues and things of that nature. You see it a lot in entertainment. You got people in entertainment, particularly rappers, but it branches off in all fields. You have people who um, they have what we call entourages and or hangers on, or people who are just around because of the fame and the scene and the money and the availability of any other perks. But if by chance that person happens to slip or fall down, these people start to peel off. Slowly but surely they start to peel off. And what we got to understand is while it's really, really messed up for people to view other people like that and to treat other people like that, if you are a person who is doing that in terms of the one who's kicking out the money in order to buy friendships and to buy love and all that, you have to understand something. While it's wrong for the person to exploit and use you, the person who is at the most fault is you. You are the person who is at the most fault. And that's a hard thing to accept simply because you like, well, I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just trying to be a friend. I'm just trying to look out. But the first person that you got to be a friend to is yourself. Plain and simple. You have to be a friend to you first and foremost. And being a friend to yourself, part of that is not allowing anyone else to use, manipulate, or take advantage of you. Because think about if you were dealing with somebody that you viewed to be a true friend and you saw somebody taking advantage of them. You'd be ready to come to their rescue. You'd be ready to get in their ear and say, hey man, hey sis, you need to wake up. This person is using you, blah, blah, blah. You're going to say what you're going to say to look out for your friend. You should say that to yourself too. If your phone never rings for things that are important to them that you would like to be a part of, and they not your friend. But your phone rings when they need a little more extra money to put in on this, or when they need a ride, or when they need whatever, physical, material. You have to wake up. And you have to understand that losing people like that is really a gain. You're not losing, you're gaining. You feel, well, I don't want to lose my friend. You don't have no friends if that's the way y'all's dynamic is working. Then you don't have no friends in the first place. And even a lot of times when you have people that are trying to buy friendship, some of those people still feel an emptiness. There's still a hole in them because you can sense that it's not authentic coming from the other end. It's not authentic. You know how friends act if you've ever had a real friend. So you lonely even though you're around people. See? People can spot those kind of weaknesses in people right off the bat. Your obligation is to yourself. And if you are a faithful spiritual person, believes in a higher power, you pray for good friends, man. Pray for people who will be of benefit to your life, and pray for protection against those who are not gonna be beneficial to you. You can't buy love. You can only rent time from people. It's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all leave y'all comments below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that like button if you're feeling what your big brother was saying. If you need, and if somebody needs to hear this, hey, don't hesitate to share it with them. All right, peace.